little bit of pocket. Hello everybody and welcome to Matt Fryer Golf. Today I'm here to help you a little bit with your chipping, but more on the mental side of your chipping. Now, a lot of people out there who play golf suffer with the yips. No, it's a horrible word and it shouldn't be said, but what you tend to find with these people, you know, they've been through a little bit of a traumatic time with their chipping, they've struggled with certain shots, maybe going over the bunker, and got that scared and worked themselves up into that much disbelief in their chipping that, you know, they're just solely focused on a poor shot actually happening. You know, they totally forget about what we're actually trying to achieve when we're hitting a chip shot. Now, when we're playing a chip, obviously, we've missed the green, or, you know, we missed the target and we're trying to get it back towards the target. Mainly it is the green. Now, if you imagine throwing a ball, when you're throwing a ball, basically you're just looking at your target and you throw that ball to it. You just stand there all day. If you were in front of me now, we could stand for hours just throwing a ball back and two, and you wouldn't think anything of it. Now, as soon as we get actually onto the golf course and there's a little bit of pressure out there, you know, oh, I need to up and down this shot. I just got to get it close to the hole. What tends to happen is you find a lot of people actually focusing on what they don't want to do. You know, I don't want to duff it. I don't want to thin it. I do not want to hit this ball into the bunker. You know, which is you know, the age-old thing of don't think of the pink elephant, and right now there's that pink elephant in your head. It's straight there. You know, so if you imagine this with your chipping, if you're stood over that ball, you've got a little bit of a nervy chip, and you're thinking, oh God, please don't let me thin this into the face, you know, or don't let me duff it a couple of yards in front of you. You've already put those negative thoughts into your mind. So what I'm going to do today is give you a little bit of a drill that can help you, you know, maybe think a little bit different to how you're going to approach these chip shots now, and, you know, change it up a little bit and maybe get you start thinking fresh out on the golf course and hopefully lead to, you know, better results with your chipping. Now, as you can see, I've got a towel set up in between my chip. I've got a fairly basic chip here. You know, I've got a little bit of a knoll to go over, a little bit of a rise out to the slope, and then it's feeding away to the pin. And like I said before, probably the guy who doesn't like this shot is thinking, you know, he's got to carry it a little bit over the rough here now onto the green and let it run out. So he's probably thinking, please don't let me duff this into the rough in front of me. There'll be nothing worse for all my mates here to see me duff this couple of feet in front of me. I'll look like an absolute muppet. So what we're going to try and do is focus a little bit more on where we want to land these shots. Now, a lot of the guys I teach in my short game lessons and stuff, when you put this concept forward to them, all they're generally thinking is the end result is the flag. You know, well, I'm just chipping to that flag, I'm just going to go to that. Now, if you imagine throwing a ball again, you know, if we were to throw it 10 feet, but we had to throw it over some water, we'd just throw it to that spot. We see that spot we want to go to, and we'd throw that ball all day to it. You know, we'd get close, we'd hit it, you know, 9 times out of 10, we'd probably hit the target. Very similar with this. Now, I've set a towel up on the green here. You can do this. All you're going to do is literally just throw that ball to the towel, and there, boom, straight lands on it. Didn't do anything crazy, just threw that ball towards the towel, and it's run out to where that to the pin, to the eventual target. So what we need to do when we're chipping, guys, instead of having all these negative thoughts in our mind, is actually set ourselves a target. You know, see something, give ourselves some real positive affirmations in our mind of the target we want to hit, and see that ball going towards it, because as soon as we do that, we've got a hell of a lot better chance of actually hitting the target than we have, you know, seeing us, oh, please don't duff it. Guess what? You probably duffed it. So what you're going to do basically is give yourself a couple of balls. You know, you can play this. You could get 10 balls and see how many you land on the target. You're going to pick a chip shot, pick where you think the landing spot is, and then go and set up either a towel or a box, you know, with your golf clubs. Maybe make it, if you're just starting out, like 5 feet by 5 feet, or your towel, or whatever it may be. And all we're trying to think about is this towel. You know, forget about what we're doing through the shot a lot. You know, we've hopefully instilled some good basics. There are some other videos there for you to help you with your actual method of your chipping that you can do. And then what we're going to do now is basically just really get target orientated, get back to basics, and just think solely about this towel. So, you know, have your practice stroke and just see the ball flying towards that towel, thinking, pitch a spot in that towel where it's going to land. Then all we're going to do, we get into our ball, make sure our setup's right with our basics. We have one look at the towel, back to the ball, another one just so we can capture it in our mind's eye, put the club in and pop it. Now there I've hit it a little bit too far, but you're more likely to actually hit better shots thinking about the towel and probably go a little bit longer than the shorter, because you're thinking about something that you're going towards, this target. You're not so clogged up in the situation of trying to get the ball close to the hole. If you land it on that towel, it'll pretty much take care of itself. So what we need to do is really start to focus and choose areas where we want to chip to. You know, see the journey of the ball in your mind's eye, see where it's going to land, how the contours are affecting it, see it running towards that target. Now, it seems so simple, probably because it is. You know, if you do obviously have yips, it's not a definite cure for it or anything like that. So it is a way of getting back to focusing more on the target and actually hitting those shots where we want to, instead of panicking and thinking so much about what we don't want to do. So give it a try, guys. I hope it does help you. And like I say, play some games with it. 10 balls, score yourself. Keep a note of it and keep going. Guys, I hope you've liked the video. I hope it helps. Like I say, something a little bit different there with the mental side of things. Do check out all my social media platforms for everything else on there. There's loads of golf stuff on there if you like it. Do subscribe, and also remember, become a free subscriber today. Loads of tips, loads of help for you. It's all about your game, so get involved, and I'll see you soon with more tips.